The threads shrank away and curled like dry leaves. Mama Nene hissed. "The market is not done," she warned.
You don't come. Welcome, oh. I beg, before we go begin this story, we go scatter your head. Make you do it in. Subscribe sharp. Like the video, drop your sweet comments. No, they form. Now beggar they beg. Okay, now, sitting well.
Tunde lived in Abeokuta with his sister Sade and their grandma, Mama Kemi. He liked to ask many questions. At night, he heard a soft drum from the forest. The sound was slow and sweet. Mama Kemi said, "Do not go out at midnight. The midnight market is not for children." Tunde sat by the window and listened. The drum beat felt like a whisper calling his name. He told himself, "I will only look. I will not go far." In the morning, Tunde asked Mama Kemi about the market. She sighed and tapped her walking stick. She said, "If you ever see that market, remember 3 rules. Do not say your full name. Do not touch red cloth. Leave before the rooster crows." Tunde nodded, but his eyes still shined with wonder. He told his best friend Bayo about the drum. Bayo shook his head and said, "Please, stay in bed." Tunde promised to be careful, but his heart was already on the forest path. That night the drum began again. Tunde slipped on his slippers and stepped outside. The moon was round and kind. Fireflies floated like small lamps. They made a path into the trees near the old road to Ibadan. Tunde followed the lights until he reached a tall gate made of twisted roots. A warm wind brushed his face. The drumbeat got louder. A tall man stood by the root gate. He wore a cap and held a staff of shiny stones. "Good evening, small traveller," the man said. "I am Jakuta. Why have you come?" Tunde wanted to say his full name. He remembered the rule and kept quiet. "Just to look," he said. "I will not cause trouble." Jakuta smiled a slow smile and opened the gate with a tap. Inside, the forest changed. Lamps hung from branches like fruit. People walked on soft mats that rolled out by themselves. Stalls sold strange things. Bottled moonlight, folded shadows, and tiny winds in calabash bowls. Tunde saw a stall with cloth that looked too real. It was pale and smooth like skin. A cold shiver ran down his back. He stepped away. Near a mirror stall, Tunde met a quiet girl. She looked sad and thin. "My name is Ada," she said. "Please, I need help. My shadow was taken." When Ada stood by the light, there was no dark shape on the ground. Tunde felt brave. "I will help you find it," he said. Ada smiled a small smile. "Thank you," she whispered. They walked to the cloth stall again. An old woman sat there, bright eyes shining. "I am Mama Nene," she said. "I weave special cloth, soft as skin, strong as promise." Tunde stared at the rolls. They looked like they could breathe. "Where do you get this cloth?" he asked. Mama Nene touched the fabric and laughed. "From the market," she said. "Everything has a price." As Tunde turned to leave, a chalk mark appeared on his palm. It looked like a tiny price tag. He rubbed it, but it would not fade. It glowed in the market light. Mama Nene winked. "The market likes you, child. It has chosen a price." Ada grabbed his hand. "We must go," she said. "Before the rooster." Tunde's heart beat fast. He wanted to run, but his legs felt slow. They hid behind a hut made of palm leaves. Inside, an old man sat with a drum on his lap. "I am Baba Sola," he said. "I play the song that wakes the market." He touched the drum kindly. "The market made me do it," he said, "but I can teach you a trick." He showed Tunde a confusing beat. "This rhythm makes the stalls dizzy," he said. Tunde listened hard and tapped it with his fingers. Tunde played the tricky beat on a small gourd. The stalls began to sway and hum. A pile of folded shadows rattled and flew up like birds. Ada ran to the shadow pile. "Look for mine," she cried. Tunde kept the beat, and Baba Sola clapped softly. The cloth rolls trembled. Mama Nene stood up, eyes sharp as knives. Ada grabbed a thin, shy shadow from the air. It curled around her feet like a cat. Slowly, her shadow grew dark and strong. She smiled with happy tears. "Thank you," she said to Tunde. "You saved me." But the chalk price tag on Tunde's palm burned brighter. Jakuta the gatekeeper walked toward them, staff in hand. A lady with bright eyes waved them over. "I am Amina," she said. "I sell moonlight in bottles." She held up a small bottle that glowed like a soft lamp. "Jakuta does not like this light," Amina whispered. "Take it. It hides your trail." Tunde took the bottle and bowed. "Thank you, Amina," he said. Ada held his arm. "Let us go now," she urged. In Abeokuta, Sade woke up and found Tunde's bed empty. She shook Bayo awake through the window. "He went to the forest," she said. Bayo grabbed a small calabash mirror Mama Kemi kept for blessings. "When the drum plays, the mirror shows the path," he said. They stepped into the night, feet quick and hearts brave. Tunde and Ada hurried to the exit path. A long strip of red cloth lay across the ground. He remembered the rule, do not touch red cloth. "Jump," Ada said. They leaped over it together. The cloth slithered like a snake and tried to wrap around Tunde's ankle. Amina's moonlight flashed, and the cloth slipped away. Jakuta blocked their way with his staff. "Child," he said, "the market marked you. You must pay." Tunde held up the glowing bottle. Moonlight spilled like milk. Jakuta stepped back and rubbed his eyes. He yawned a huge yawn. The gatekeeper leaned on his staff and fell asleep standing. "Now," Ada whispered, "run!" They reached the root gate. It was shut tight like a mouth. Words floated in the air. "Pay with a story." Tunde took a breath. He told a simple tale about a yam seller who kept his scale honest. He spoke of truth, small and strong, like a stone in the hand. The roots loosened. The gate sighed open. Mama Nini arrived with her cloth roll. Threads shot out like thin ropes. They tried to wrap Tunde and pull him back. Ada uncorked the moonlight. The soft light filled the air like morning. The threads shrank away and curled like dry leaves. Mama Nene hissed. "The market is not done," she warned. A far rooster crowed before dawn. The market shook like a storm. Stalls closed fast, snapping like crocodile mouths. The ground opened in small cracks that tried to swallow their feet. Tunde held Ada's hand. He beat the tricky rhythm on the gourd. The cracks paused. They dashed for the trees. They burst out of the forest and fell on the sandy road. Sade and Bayo ran to them and hugged them tight. The chalk price tag on Tunde's palm faded, then vanished like smoke. Ada's shadow stood firm beside her. She laughed for the first time. "Thank you," she told Sade and Bayo. "Thank you for coming." At sunrise, Babasola walked out of the trees. He looked free and light. "I am done with the market song," he said. "Let us make a new one." He taught them a happy rhythm that called only good things. That night, Tunde, Sade, Bayo, and Ada beat the new drum in the yard. The midnight market did not wake. The village slept safe. And Tunde learned, never give your name, your light, or your truth to any market, no matter how sweet the drum.